even if it's a boy or a girl, you break the promise. It's a huge sin. You can hurt somebody's heart. But when you promise a nation that you will do contracts, that you will see all the loopholes in the oil sector when you're in opposition or when, and when you get into power, you can't do it. What are you doing to a nation? These people have any morality in them? Maybe the politicians in them in this country, especially the VP and the president, maybe they didn't knew they would get in office so quick, right? Maybe they would have been opposition for 50 years. Otherwise, maybe I don't think they would have thought they should have listened back to their advice. What they said to the Guyanese people, you know?
Well, their actions and those same words will come to haunt them very soon. Very soon. It will reach them in their faces, and it will reach them at the right and appropriate time.
I'm still surprised to know how well, there's always people in the world who will support even the devil. But I want to know about the elite, the educated, the religious-minded people in this country that we have so much, how they can tolerate such things, listening, leaders saying this thing and still associate themselves. But then don't be disheartened. I tell you, sometimes it just grieves my heart to know the amount of work you're doing, the time. But that you're spending Monday, Wednesday, Friday to educate the Guyanese people, and sometimes I feel that the result is not so much. But I can always remember that Sri Ram had one follower, Hanuman, and Krishna had one follower, Arjuna. And I'm sure Brother Glenn have more than that. So you are doing your work, my brother. You are doing your portion, your job. You do too much. And he left up to the Guyanese people. We left to the Guyanese people to decide. I hope too late shall not be the cry. Look what happened all over the world. Fortunately, as Guyanese, we are getting someone to enlighten us early before we end up like Africa and Sri Lanka and other places. We are lucky that we have somebody to educate us and to tell us to come to Trinidad. You know? I think Guyana, this country named Guyana, is proud of you. Even the Guyanese people is dumb and blind and deaf. Guyana is proud of you that you went to Trinidad and you could have represent Guyana. You could have represent Guyana in Trinidad.
And now they have a Guyanese brother, Alex Graham, telling me got paid if I want to go into the conference.
But you know what happened, Glenn? The Guyanese people should have turned out to that massive protest in front of the conference place.
Exactly, but nobody can turn up.
Yes, that is the problem. That is the problem, brother. What is holding back? We Guyanese can't learn for 50, 60, or the way a politician got this country and got the people. What is wrong with us, man? And then we go complain. Like, you know, sometimes I cry for people in my heart, for so people suffer, how people are punished in all various forms. But yet, what blind us so much, man? This hatred in our hearts and life. And people don't realize if you hate somebody who it hurts, you hurt yourself.
Yes.
How long we continue with this? It's like drinking poison. You drink poison, you think they're not dead? And me? So when these people hate people because a politician tell them to hate people, they only poison themselves and destroy themselves. And look what is happening to their children, grandchildren, and the future. What is wrong with the Guyanese people, man?
I know. I keep asking that question all the time.
And what is amazing is really disgusting to know about 95% of the people in this country is God conscious. They believe in some God or some creator, or they acknowledge some kind of supreme being. So if you acknowledge that, how you can behave like this? And all the scripture, what politician is doing all over the world, and let's take Guyana, it is against every word of God. So you got one foot in hell and one foot where?
You know, I am so happy that people like you. I am so happy that I can able to educate people like you. When I hear you speak, I am beginning to look at myself. I'm saying, well, at least, hey, that's a Glenn Lall. you understand it, you know?
I tell you, you make me feel great, man. Me make me feel. I'm gonna tell you again, my brother. Must take praises, man. Good praises, man. Me always talk one thing in life. You must speak good of a man when you're alive. Now when he dead, you know?
I hear you.
Tell if you do something bad, you tell him when you live. And if you do something good, tell the man to. And let me tell you, your parents and your family and Guyanese is proud of you, man. I tell you, is the only man that me see stand up for the Guyanese people and you represent the Guyanese people. You know, it's very much surprising that we don't like talk too much of politics, but sometimes politics is on your tongue every day. That look during election time, look the amount of political party where you get, man. Oh God, them people that come like when mango season they parrot.
Mm-hmm.
And after election, it's finished. You don't know where they're gone, where them chapters they hide. Who not join with this one, join with that one, all of them become silent with all what happen, all of them become silent with this thing. Like if them is not topic, you know?
Mr. John,
Them is not important thing.
Mr. John, just to
Sorry.
remind you, 28 years in this newspaper, I have been the same Glenn Lall you're looking at today. I have always
Man.
been forthright. I've always called a spade a spade. From the beginning of the Kaieteur news, that's who I have been, and I have not wavered or swing or change from that. I can only be me.
man.
I can only be me.
Exactly. Be yourself, man. Be yourself.
I told you guys before, man. When the PPP,
man.
when the people were in office, man, the PNC were happy. Because, some of the PPP people were saying, "Wait, this man is a PPP." You know, them used to cost me. The PNC go in power, and it swing the other way. The PNC start costing me, and the PPP love me. You know. And I looked at that thing and I said, look at it. When you were out of office, you like when I cost that government. Now you go in there, when I cost you, you hate me, and the other side love me.
Exactly.
Huh?
Yeah. That's the problem. The same Glenn Lall, if he never talked bad about one of the political party, was a hero.
Yes.
But and you attack the other side, he's a hero. At least this Glenn Lall attack the truth. And if he fit you, but he will you too bad for you.
Well, I have
you know?
grown. Well, I have grown.
Yeah.
I've grown to understand many things in life, and I've overcome all those things. So I don't care what people say or what people do. I have to do what I have to do. I have to say what I have to say.
Definitely. Glenn, there is a saying, my brother, that when elephant walk around it, dog back in a trouble, the elephant, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And the elephant is too powerful, you know? So who wants to tell them dog go back and pull in the tail around there? Yeah, you let him continue back. Brother Glenn is like an elephant, man. You know?
Thank you.
Glenn, keep up the good work, buddy. I tell you, sometimes, I just want to call you. I listen to program, I only phone up, but me listen to you, man. Me just get the world of joy, man. Me sleep in peace.
Yes.
Me sleep in peace. Man, sometimes, I think the day night, I smile. People say it's after run off, but not run off. When you hit the truth, it just arouse emotion in you, man. You feel proud and happy.
Yes.
Yes, you know, man. Glenn, God bless you.
God bless you too, John. Go, John.
You have a enjoy it, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye. Hello? Yes, you're live on the air. Good night.
I just want to ask you a question. The oil contract,
Mm-hmm.
can I have a copy of the oil contract or even the one page that states about the renegotiation?
It's on my webpage here, man. You want to?
Man, I would like to have a printout copy or a one-page printout.
All right. Do you have WhatsApp on this number that you call me?
Yeah. No, the reason why I wanted is because
Can you hold for me, please? Hold. Do you have WhatsApp on this number that you call me?
Yes.
Well, after the program, I'll WhatsApp you. 65. Make a note of this number, 65.
Some of my brothers and sisters, when you tell them about this, they're not believing because, the politicians, never ever talk about this renegotiation.
No. It's clear, man. It's clear there. It's clear.
So the people now don't have a belief in that it can renegotiate because they're saying only you saying that, right?
No, no, no. I put it many times in the newspaper, man.
Show them with black and white.
You know what?
Can be.
You know what? Okay. I will put it in the Sunday Kaieteur News.
Yes.
On
It is
page
so that
7.
the paper that the world can see it.
Exactly. Okay, okay. On page 7.
Right? On page 7. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Joshua, make a note of that to do
Yeah, because
a page
people
7
say only
on the
say that, right?
renegotiation. Let people
I
see it.
heard it already from many commentators. But you're not hearing this from the past or present leaders then.
I'm gonna put it Sunday.
thank-
But I'm gonna still send you just now after the program.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good, good. Bye. The telephone number is 65. Make a note of that. The contract is very clear, man. Very, very clear. Very, very, very clear. It says we can renegotiate it if both parties agree. That's all. Yes, good evening. Good evening, my
Mr.
friend.
Glenal,
Yes.
Mr. Glenal, great program.
Thank you. Thank you, Danny.
I just want you to know, in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
there was a proposal that was made at the oil and gas conference, the same one they don't want you to go to for 400 or 1,500 US dollar.
No.
There was a-
No. Not that they don't want me
What?
to go to. They
No, they
don't
want you to pay it.
They want me to pay. They want
Yes.
me to pay.
Well, in 2015, there was a proposal on the books, and they claim that each Guyanese should be getting some kind of voucher or check from the oil resource once the oil started to pump. Now, I'm asking you this question. If you were president today, Mr. Glenn Lall, would every Guyanese would be given that money?
Oh, sure, man. There are lots of money. Every home can get when a month come, Danny. I've said this thing
Well, that's-
umpteen times.
Well, I
Umpteen
want to
times.
keep on saying it so some of our people
If-
can understand it.
If only they fix or correct one or two little things, Danny, every household can get $1 million a month, Danny.
Thank
That's
you,
how
brother,
simple
because
this
I'm
thing
gonna-
is.
I
But when
understand,
you
and
hear,
when you-
1 second, but when you hear what President Ali and the Vice President is talking, how can you begin to even patch roads in this country? You would not get nothing to even correct the damages and destructions that are being done to this country, Danny. If
I
they
understand,
only
my
correct,
brother.
if they only correct, install ring fencing. I have said it earlier on this program. Every household can get more than $1 million a month. All the roads and highways and so on can fix. We don't even have to think about keeping World Bank or IMF or IDB or CDB in our minds or in our memory. No, them would be in banking institutions of the past. We can become lending agencies, sir.
I understand, brother, and this is why I'm calling you to clear it up. And some of the people don't understand it, so I'm glad you keep on
How are
explaining
you-
it. And we're gonna go ahead.
How is the people gonna get a cent if they are not changing the contract that is robbing us blind? Tell me, man. Answer that. I'm asking you that question. You heard what Jagdeo said. You heard what President Ali said, and they are not doing anything. So they have to continue living the way they are.
That's pretty sad.
Yes.
Very sad.
This is why I'm calling. I'm saying the whole street should have been full with protesters demanding their rightful share from their God-blessed resources.
Man, them chapters got money for go open back sugar estate for bring these people back to for slavery days, man.
Oh.
That is so sad.
Oh.
That makes me sick.
Oh, I am more
Because
sick
they
when I
want
hear
to
that.
buy the people vote.
Oh. My friend, I have said it on this program. The money they are setting aside in the budget to spend at Gaisuku, listen to me carefully, I'm going to say it again, can pay all the sugar workers their monthly salary to stay home and play with their children and their wives. You hear me? And,
Yeah, I hear you
and,
very loud and
and
clear.
hold on, man. And money will go back into the treasury. So they don't have to work.
They're subsidizing it
But instead,
just to keep the voters.
But instead, they're putting our brothers and our sisters in the cane field to chop cane and plant cane in the sun. And at the end of the day, instead they gain, they lose.
Yes.
Come on, what are you doing? What business are you running there? And when you talk about it, you talk about it, they're saying that some people don't want sugar workers get work. My friend, you don't have to give them work, you can pay them to stay home. If you so love them, and you want them to eat and their family to eat, pay them the monthly salary to stay home.
Very, very well said. And not only that, Mr. Glenlall, the amount of money that these guys are borrowing to fix the road, by the time they reach to the end of the road, they got to start all over again to fix the pothole. Are you kidding me? And this man, Irfan Ali and Bharat Jagdeo were running around the country and selling all these nonsense to these poor people. And they, and I feel sorry for them. They don't understand. And somehow you need to get to the low level of the people where they can understand what these guys are doing.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
All right, buddy. Good night.
Good night. I hear you. Oh, boy. Oh, my. Josh?
Yes.
Do we have any more calls? Let me see, Judge. Somebody called me here on the phone and I had to cut them off. You didn't announce the number, man.
226-7453 and 226-7454. No one coming here? Okay.
Hi, good night, Mr. Glenn.
Yes, good night, good night. You're live on the radio.
Thank you. I was... Hello?
Yes, go ahead. We're listening.
Okay. I was listening to the program earlier and I heard that they're supposed to have these meetings, keeping public...
Yeah, the public consultation. Yes.
I was wondering if you could print out a few questions for me to go and ask
yes.
the gentlemen there at the meeting in my Coney.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, I would like to get a few questions to ask them myself, Sam, sir.
Okay, you have this number. This number here is on WhatsApp?
Yeah. No, I have another number that is on WhatsApp.
All right. Well, I'm going to call you back on this number after the show, and you're going to give me the number, and I will send you the questions to ask them.
Thank you very much, sir. I would love that very much, and I very much appreciate what you're doing.
But I could tell you some of the questions right now on the air. Or you want me?
They're doing some things, man.
Right. Thank you.
I want them to be written out properly, so I could ask them.
All right, thank you. All right, I will. 60. Make a note of this telephone number 60. Thank you, my friend. Have a good night.
All right, thank you very much.
Caller, good evening and welcome. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to go on the program
You're live on the air.
because I hear something else. Yeah, here now. This contract, what Bharat Jagdeo said is that he was negotiating with Christians when he was in opposition. Right?
What is that thing from?
Go ahead, sir. We're listening to you.
Yeah. He said he will negotiate contracts and plus he will put ring fencing. That is supposed to do.
Yes.
So now, they doesn't have any of that now, and they are over 2 years, nearly 3 years.
3 years, yes.
So they're getting back a lot of money. They get the money under the table, so you don't care about the people, them. You said?
No, well,
You get me?
You got to be careful.
Who getting money on the table? I don't understand.
Who in charge of the aisle? Who in charge of the aisle? They taking money, and the opposition is not saying anything also because they know about the deal. That's why they are not saying anything.
Well, I don't want to I don't want to say that.
No, well, that is a fact. I mean, not because you don't want to see, but a lot of people know it because I for one know it.
Well, you just have to read through the line. You don't have to say because
But that doesn't say no. Say let them know that I know.
I don't want a lawsuit and give them a chance to.
No, not you say it. I say it.
No.
But still.
You're saying it on the radio station.
Exactly.
They're suing me.
Exactly.
They're suing you.
Okay, I understand.
Right.
But I mean, that is the fact. So I don't think they will change anything as we said. Is the protest will do it, and the people are not coming out to do the right thing. Where they're supposed to protest for, they're not protesting for that. So it's a funny thing in the Guyanese people. You know, it's sad. Protest is something where you're not supposed to protest for, and the thing where you're supposed to protest for now, you are just staying home and not even saying anything about it.
I hear you, brother.
You know, so I just listen to the program every time, but I don't never get through. It's the first thing I get through.
All right.
I had a lot of things planned, but like I get through now on so much thing I had, and so long I was trying, so like I forget the other parts them to say. I hope I get through next time then.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling, right?
Okay,
Let me just
thank you.
remind
Very much.
persons that when they're calling,
And please encourage. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to remind persons when they're calling to lower the volume of the device and to be very careful as to what you are saying. Be mindful, that is, of what you're saying to us.
Yeah. Also, please share. You gotta share these messages to your neighbors and your friends, your families, and so on.
Indeed.
Let them listen. All right. Yes. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Glenn.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I just called to say, it's 56 years now Guyana become an independence, and why they don't want to invite you without paying a fee to the as an independent media.
Exactly. I was accepted. I was
I was
accepted.
shocked
One
to hear
second.
that.
I was accepted in Trinidad. Didn't have to pay a cent. But Alex Graham is telling us that Glenn Lall has to pay and go as a delegate. I can't go as a media personnel. The media is free, but I can't go as a media personnel.
Okay.
The man who is holding a 1 hour, 1.5 hour program on oil, 2 years plus, going in 2.5 years, 3 times a week. The man who's heading the newspaper that every single day reporting on oil in this country. He can't go there. He can go to Trinidad, he can go to other international conferences, but he has to pay to go in his own country at an oil conference. I just want you people to know that.
I wonder if I just think if this country is still transparency as what I wouldn't call it leaders. I would call them politicians, like Democrat. The accountability, transparency. We are all these words. It mean nothing.
Yes, it means nothing to them. Transparency, accountability.
Accountability.
No. Fairness. It's not there.
Very good. I wanted to this message to we are the majority and they are the minority. So when we hold the streets, there's nothing to stop us. And we are with you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Okay, Mr.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. And to your journalists, must be strong. Always.
Thank you. I could feel it. I could feel it in the gentleman's heart. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Caller, good evening. Thank you for waiting. Hello? Do we have you here, caller? Oh, it seems that we have lost that one. Yes, that caller there, we could feel it in him. Thank you so much for sharing tonight.
Yes, the gentleman spoke from his heart.
Yes.
Okay.
Caller, good evening and welcome.
Good night, Mr. Lall and crew.
Good night.
Good night.
You know, Mr. Lall, I teach you this thing already, you know. You look stubborn, you know.
Hey, my friend, where were you?
This thing is a trade robbery thing. Thieving
I
thing,
like this
buddy.
guy. I like this guy.
Wow, Pirate Columbus, set the standard. Check this thing. There's nothing you can do. What Guyanese people have got through, that is what they need. That is what they're working for punish. They don't want to fight for betterment. You, the don't poor man come to town and walk up you and sacrifice. Me is a street child. Me go there and find my grandfather in Ramas dead. You got to work your way, you got to make sacrifice. Me a mechanic now. I work my way up. Guyanese now I make sacrifice. The sacrifice that you make is God got you moving through by. Nobody more got you moving through. The Almighty got you moving through. It's what you do. I think that's what you say. The might you got, God give you the might. It's a thieving country, and I see this thing, what's money when we got wealth, we got traveling media tell the interior. I may call you and I get on.
You must call my phone.
You go get the number. Me got the number in the book.
624-6456.
But remember too, glad me got work to write, and every time you get cash you put in this phone, people listen to you. You don't lose faith. But you gotta understand what's going on with the people not educated. Wow, the people put up $5,000, 5,000 for the board, 5000. And that's the average child that's going to school to take out $2,342. Work it on that board, they cannot do that. They don't know how much ounces a pound. It's a test of the education they take in the money from the World Bank and build big school, computer. Man, if you see what I go out here, man, 319 country black $4 million fence. $5.4 million reventment, the tall BT broke up. Man, you must come to Madja, man.
I will. Thank you.
Come to Madja, man. And I'm going to call you now and then and let me know when you come here.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
One next thing you go on to, right, what? The next thing you go on to, you see what you got through in life?
Man, let me not go to that, man. Let me get going.
Good. You see what snake went with you, could have bite you, working with you, and finally then same thing
right.
like you.
Tell me
It's
about
not
that.
snake
We'll chat with you later, caller. Thanks a lot. All right, thank you
Yes,
very much.
good evening, you're live.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Glenn, and your team there.
Good evening.
I'm sorry that I joined you very late today because I had some pressing things to do. So I know I had to give you this call here, though. And I just would like, I saw the headline underneath of the screen there. It's saying every oil fan should make Guyanese sad. Well, that is exactly how I am at. Very sad. And not only sad, very, very sad. Because how many oil fields Exxon would have discovered since the PBP took office, multiply that by the word sad, and that is the amount of time I am sad.
I think it's
So just imagine the amount of sad.
I think it's
right?
30 something.
Wow. So just imagine that degree of sadness that every Guyanese, according to the vice president himself, all of us should have been sad. So I am sad. Let me declare I am sad for Guyana. Right? And I hope all Guyanese can understand what is happening here. He said it himself. Now the table has turned and they are in office. And so many oil finds that the Exxon has been finding. And nothing has been done to correct all the bluntness as he claimed that the opposition did and so on. Nothing. So you could see that it's a clear cut pass Exxon is getting here.
Can you hold a
that
moment?
leads us. Sure.
Can you hold a moment?
Yes, I am.
You know, although he come into office, he and President Ali has been on a road of denial that they have never talked about renegotiation of this contract.
Really?
They are on records many times. You know what Jagdeo keeps saying? Man, I could play all these things. I have them here. How he said we never thought, we talk about better better contract management. Is
Well-
a friend sent me those clippings and said, Glenn, now listen to this yourself. A matter
Well,
of
thank God.
fact, I was in Trinidad. I was in Trinidad when I got that video.
Yes,
And
I
you know
can
what?
understand because
Wait. Let me tell you a little more. Monday I will give you more of what them say when they were in the
Okay.
opposition. So
Well-
it's not sad. Sad is a mild word to put it as to what is taking place in this country.
right, I understand.
They're
Well,
outright liars and deceivers.
Well, that's the thing. That's the word. And I want Guyanese to wake up and see what really is this guy and who really is this guy. There is nothing, according to one noted American economist, right? He said that there is nothing like democracy, right? That's just a word that these people use to propagate their agendas.
Precisely.
There is nothing like democracy.
Exactly.
A man named Jeffrey Sachs, many times I understand you play it on the radio, little excerpts of him talking about what the big countries are doing to the smaller poor countries. And he said all of democracy is just a BS word.
Yes.
That's just a showbiz, right? And I would like Guyanese to understand that this government, especially with the current president and the vice president, when they were in opposition, they were talking about the word democracy. And democracy, but where is the democracy? Where is the transparency? Where is the accountability? Look, there's nothing that irks me like when you reported a couple programs ago about that computing software that cost how many millions?
120 million.
Wow, look at that.
And they
Look
did
at-
not
look-
wait. And and Bharat Jagdeo, president, he and Ashley Singh did not install the two most important modules on that system.
Yes, I heard you say that's the truth. Now, that is something you need to refresh a Guyanese memory from time to time about. And because you know what? It reminded me of what happened in 2021, December, when they passed the law about the finance minister must be responsible to report. Is that what they did? To report how much money going in, but not how much money coming out.
Yes. No.
So-
No. The finance minister can go to jail if he do not report how much money go into the account.
Right.
But the finance minister cannot be jailed how that money spent or how he come out.
Yeah, that's a Nancy story. That's the kind of Nancy story they're giving us. So that computing software is similar to that same law that they passed last year, 2021.
This
It's
is
going
why,
to see-
my friend, this is why I came out on Christmas Day to hold a special hour program to tell the nation.
Yes.
And this is how I wake up the PNC for go down there on the 29th of December. 28th or the 29th of December. And they join my protest in front Parliament
Yeah.
at the conference hall on the East Coast.
Well, that shows. You see, this thing got to happen because of our weak, or I should say, irrelevant opposition. That is why these people are getting a pass.
Yes.
Everything that they're doing. Look how when they were in opposition, they were, and to paraphrase what you had said earlier, they were very vibrant. Remember this man, Jagdeo, used to have a press conference every Thursday, whether it rains or shines.
Yes.
And look, today you don't hear from him. Look how many times he would have promised you. I would tell you something, Mr. Lall. I would have noticed this guy on the video conferences that he would so ever seldomly hold, right? Like to me, like he just glance in the crowd and say, "Where Glenn Lall?" Like he just get a problem, like if he see you wrong. Like when he see you, like I believe, right? I strongly believe the thing. Yeah. Because I watched today, the president was in Barbados, and you could see the caliber of the kind of journalists that are up here, right? I mean, the local media outfits, which I'm not bashing them, but you could see nobody had asked the president anything about it. It's a pity I wasn't in front of him because I had wanted to ask him a few things. you know. And I was hoping that's going to say, "Oh, you listening to the Glenn Lall show." So I was waiting for him because I wanted to ask him that question. As a matter of fact, I will be calling you shortly, like maybe next week or so, to get some questions that you would want to ask, because I understand they're coming up here at the training center to hold that discussion, that EPA, that thing what it is hold, that show business thing. I call it a show biz.
No, the public consultation on the 6th project.
Public consultation, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
If you notice what is happening, these people, they pick and choose which location they're going. You notice what's happening?
Exactly.
Yeah. And Exxon, I want to expose Exxon that don't believe that everybody in Guyana is stupid. Don't believe that this is a third world country and everybody is sleeping. That we know your dirty work, and that there are a lot of people who are looking out and they're watching every move that you're making. And Mr. Lall, I must thank you and this newspaper for keeping the nation abreast. As a matter of fact, I should even say this to you. I would even suggest this on air, that you should, underneath the word Kaieteur newspaper, you should have a little slogan there: Guardian of Democracy. Your newspaper is what keeps everything in check.
I hear you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for your contribution, my friend.
All right.
Have a good day.
Have a good weekend.
God bless. You
Yes.
too. Thanks.
Goodbye.
Well, with that said, we can call it an evening. Let me take this last call. Somebody else. Josh, you got to hold the program. Good evening. You're live on the air.
Yes.
Yeah, you're the last caller.
Trying to get on the whole night.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Y'all remember the former president, LFS Bonham, we said, two things he had, two secret weapons. Two secret weapons he had: nationalize and 60-40.
Yeah, 60-40. I hear 60-40 nationalism.
Nationalize.
Yeah.
And when you wave them for the stand mobile and all them over all them, they will come in line, So we have weapons to use against these people, because the former president did that. He left the police.
Well, you can't in today's world, in today's democracy we live, we can't talk about nationalize anything. We are living in a capitalist world. What we can talk about, you see, nationalization, my friend.
They're the only two weapons we have.
My friend, nationalization is going back to a dictatorial regime. Okay? And we don't want to go down that road. We want to live in a free world, a capitalist world. We want our fair share. And I agree with you, 60-40. That one I agree with Bonham.
We have declared in front of them nationally, because it's all of them doing it. Look, they said we stand and we granite all. We used to walk from boat to carry granite and stand to Trinidad when the hurricane blew around the beach. Pamabo, we carry granite and sand it. So all of that in myself. We got all everything with the world got. We got it right here.
We have more than what the world have.
Okay. But the only thing we got a mouth. We have to come together and get what we want.
The only thing we don't have is decent leaders who care for its people, and we don't have the cooperation of the people of this country. We see race, we see politics, we see religion, and we cling and stick and live according to that. This is why everybody will walk in here and joke in the eye, joke with children in their face, and life goes on. Yes.
Yeah, but 65 and nationalize have been in the line.
Thank you.
Because run, and you know that.
Thank
know
you,
that.
my friend. Thank you.
You got to have something to hold them in check.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
They're running wild. They're doing what they're doing. We would have like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're my head are hot all over right now. Like when I'm a draw the aisle, my foot feel weak.
Exactly. I feel the same way. When I see them, I feel that way.
Yes.
Yeah, I honestly feel that way. Yeah, just looking at their faces on the computer or listen to them on the radio, watch them on the television, watch them on the road.
Yes, my brother.
It irritates my inner soul. Knowing that we have so many brothers and sisters going to bed hungry in this country. Knowing that our children going to school with empty lunch kits. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Thank you, brother. Have a great weekend. Monday. Monday. God bless you too.
God bless and protect you and guide you. You have to carry, you have to make we get away dissolve every single child. And if they want to buy, they're supposed to get $1 million every month or every month. Yes, every month.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, God bless you.
God bless.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And God bless and keep all of you. Have a great weekend. Namaste.
The third world is not poor. You don't go to poor countries to make money. There are very few poor countries in this world. Only the people are poor. When people didn't have enough to eat, when people were driven to the edge of desperation, there's billions to be made